So my wife's throwing on a house right now, and I would love to go over the requirements for purchasing a home, especially if it's your first time. So let's do one by one real quick. The most important is going to be your income. They're going to have to make sure you can afford the house, and they're going to go by your debt to income ratio. Now, this is something that the loan officer can go over with you because you have to calculate it a certain way. But first of all, you have to make sure you can prove income, check stubs, bank statements, things like that. Taxes are very important. There are programs that don't require your taxes, but it's better to have them done anyways, at least for the last 2 years. Now, something that is important is like if you were just in college and maybe you just been at your job for a year or so, they count that history in college too. Credit is where it depends because it also depends on location. This is why we want to sit down and talk to you a little bit more. Minimum for an FHA loan, which is a 580 credit score. And now the way this works, they're going to look at all 3 credit bureaus and whatever the middle score is. So let's say you have a 600, a 700, and one score is a 590 for whatever reason. They're going to go with the middle score. So they're going to go with the 600, not the 590, not the 700. Now, if you need help with down payment assistance, let's say you don't have the money to put down, it's going to be a 620 credit score. Or if you're a little bit outside 1604, in some areas, it's a USDA loan, so it'll be a 640 credit score. There are other programs that help with down payment, and you can at least need a 620 as well. Rates do vary because you cannot pay down payment assistance down, which is why there's also bond programs that offer a lower credit score. A lower rate. They were at 5.5s, but I think they went up to a 6. I have to double check, and it also depends on the area. Speaking of down payment, you are going to need closing cost money sometimes. If you're doing a pre-owned, we can try to get closing costs covered by the seller, or if you go to new build, a lot of them are covering closing costs right now too, and that's going to save you, anywhere between, depending on the price of the house, $5, $6, $7, $10,000, if not more. So that's good money if you can get somebody else to pay for it, as well as the money for your down payment. Like say we have down payment assistance programs, but if you have your own 3.5% down, you usually can get a lower rate. Some places are offering 4.25% rates. Some of them are offering 5% rates. Even if you're going pre-owned, we can get them instead of bringing down the price of the house, we can ask for seller credits and we can pay down the rates too. So what I would say is that's the gist of everything. But if you don't meet some of those requirements, I would still say, for like a lot of people we've been doing this, still do an application with the loan officer, because a lot of times, especially the ones we work with, they're able to tell you what you're going to need to do in the future to get approved.